We are live. It's Tuesday night. The New York Mets taking care of business. Every day we've been taking care of business. It's okay, we've been taking care of business. It's all right, we've been taking care of business. We beat the Brewers tonight. Taking care of business. Bachman Turner overdrive. The New York Mets did just that. The New York Mets defeat the Milwaukee Brewers on Tuesday night. And the New York Mets take a 1-0 series lead of the wild card. 8-4 victory over the Brewers in Milwaukee. And this team continues to ride high. They continue to feed off this momentum. And now they are one game away, one win away from the National League Division Series and their arch rival Phillies. And you got scared of this top. You said, is this Mets team hungover? The one guy who said he was drinking water in the clubhouse after the game, are they hungover or are they cooked? But the offense, like they did, resiliency. Severino settled down after the first inning, and the Mets came right back quickly. At the top of the second, the offense came to life. Vientos single, Alonso good at bat, walk, and then Jesse Winker. What a story Jesse Winker is, because Jesse Winker had something to prove against his Milwaukee team. He clearly has beef with Willy Adames. He clearly wanted this, and you know that factored into Carlos Mendoza putting him in the lineup. You had a righty on the mound. You went the lefty up. Winker's been struggling the last month. He's like 3 for 40. He's been off, and he comes up there with a huge, absolutely huge 2-run triple. Cleared the bases as he rounds second. He talks some smack with Adames, and I love it. Rile them up, because the Mets just need one more win. And Jesse Winker, that was huge. Starling Marte, sac fly. Mets up 3-2. And a quick deficit immediately becomes a Mets lead. But it's the Mets. Of course, the Brewers end up scoring 2 in the fourth, and the Mets are down 4-3. But once again, the next inning, just like from the first to the second, they bounce back in the fifth. Tyrone Taylor once again gets a rally going with a double. And then 2 out, Mets Magic. I host the Mets Magic podcast. And the Mets have magic in their bones. And they did it again. Lindor, good at bat. He walks. Jose Iglesias. I mean, you want to talk a guy who is always in the middle of the action. That's Jose Iglesias. He had the game-tying hit in that magical game 1 on Monday. And once again, this is a game-changing play from Jose Iglesias to beat out this ball that is a great play by Rhys Hoskins, of course, Mets enemy, to get to first base safely there. I mean, we're talking night, and this game, the Mets might lose this game if he doesn't get there. And this is why I tweeted, the 2024 Mets without Jose Iglesias are pizza without pizza. They're Olive Garden without the breadsticks. They're KFC without chicken. Because if he's out there, the inning's over, the Mets are down 4-3. The Mets didn't score the rest of the game. Now, obviously, maybe they score the rest of the way. Who knows how it plays out? But there's a chance the Mets lose this game if that slide into first base doesn't happen. That's the third out. Boom, Mets down 4-3. Instead, he beats it out. The hustle of Candelita again. And then the boys just said, screw it. Let's keep rocking and rolling, baby. Brandon Nimmo, an infield single. Mark Vientos, just a huge hit. And then, wow, how dumb do the Brewers feel intentionally walking Pete Alonso? Because the lefty comes in to face, Ashby's in there, the lefty to face Winker. Of course, the Mets come off the bench with J.D. Martinez. And J.D. and everyone who wrote off Winker, everyone who wrote off J.D. Martinez, this is where the big boys come up clutch. In the playoffs, J.D. Martinez said, I live for the playoffs. I breathe, whatever the line was. I live and breathe playoffs. And that's why he came off the bench with the sealer. 2-run hit, 8-4 New York, and the rest is history. 6 innings that the Mets needed from Severino after you having to use a lot of the bullpen yesterday. Jose Budo, I mean, just remarkable. 2 innings, easy work. And then they don't have to use Diaz for a third straight day. Now you have him for tomorrow. He's rested and ready. Ryan Stanek gets the job done. 1, 2, 3. Let's go Mets. 88% of teams that win game 1 of these best of 3, that's 14 of 16, go on to win the series. The numbers are with the Mets, and now with the Mets tomorrow night, Sean Manaea. The best pitcher for this team has a chance going into free agency to put up a big boy start and send the Mets to the next round on the road in Milwaukee. And the storyline writes itself. Hi, I'm Jake Brown. This is Jake Brown Radio. We're live on YouTube. I think I got to come up to New York tomorrow. I got to be in the city for this, just in case they do win. Because if they don't, I'm going to stay in New York because there is a watch party on Thursday at Citi Field. And if they don't clinch tomorrow, you bet your bottom dollar that I'll be there Thursday at Citi Field for a potential clincher. Smash that thumbs up if you're watching this right now on YouTube. Share it with your Mets fan friends. Tell them to come join the party. I'm going to try to do this as often as I can during the playoffs. And, of course, go subscribe to the Mets Magic podcast. But comment, smash that thumbs up. Come join us. Share it on all your social media. Blow us up here. Blow it up. Go listen to Mets Magic. Go listen to Jets Flight Club if you're a Jets fan. I can't say be far to Hobbit. Am I dreaming? This is my Mets life. I feel like a Yankee fan. Wake up every day and Mets win. Terang is the new Mets killer. It's magical. This Mets team is magical. This season is magical. And, you know, Terang can kill them if it means we win. And Bryce Terang was the guy today, but he was the only guy. Everyone else, Churio 2 hits, Contreras 1, Adames none. You know, after talking all the smack, Bowers 1, Frelick 1. Outside of Terang, the Mets pitching staff did a good job shutting down this Brewers team. And you're seeing why I think a lot of fans, anyone who wanted San Diego, I'm not sure if they've watched baseball in the last month or two. You did not want to go across the country and face the Padres. The Padres are hot. All they did at the trade deadline. The Padres were playing until the end for a playoff spot. The Brewers have been chilling. And I know their record's been fine, but the Brewers have had this division locked up essentially for months. And that's why I wanted the Brewers. Despite what happened over the weekend, this is why you wanted the Brewers. Because the Mets beat their ace. And I'm sorry. I think, and if the Mets do win the series, you're seeing why Carlos Mendoza is the manager of the year and not Pat Murphy. Can we talk about that decision? Peralta was at 68 pitches and gave up 3 runs through 4. He's got a lead. They are winning the game 4-3, and he pulls his ace for Payamps. And I know he's one of the better relievers, but I thought that was a tone-deaf, idiotic decision by Murphy. You're talking about a guy that gave up 2 hits all day. That made no sense. That felt like an overmanage by the Brewers there. And once again, a starter being pulled led to the Mets magic. You saw with Schwellenbach, as soon as he got pulled yesterday, the Mets magic and the Mets bats came alive. That was different. That was the 8th inning. Schwellenbach had never gone to the 8th in his career. He gave up the double. That made more sense. This was a weird move and a move that really propelled this Mets offense to come to life, and they really did. What an inning it was. And again, Candelita right in the middle of it with another game-tying hit. We're 1 game away from the Phillies. And I'm living outside Philly now, and I'm like, holy cow, I gotta go. Looked up prices, $275 for standing room in Philadelphia. Mets are 170. That looks cheap compared to go to a Philly game right now. Let me not get ahead of myself. We still got to get the job done. Brewers are a good team. You respect this team. They're home. This is not over yet. But boy, if the Mets can really win tomorrow and seal this thing and get everyone rested, get everyone set, get the rotation set for the NLDS, that would be massive. With the schedule this team has had to go through, with the travel, if they could have Thursday off, Friday off, and have a quick, ride to Philly Saturday, Sunday before they would potentially return home, that is massive. You could save Quintana. Manaea gets a couple days of rest. And boy, the Mets could really set themselves up nicely. But this was what you needed. You need to send a message to start the series. Like, we're not going to tolerate what happened Friday and Saturday in Milwaukee. And you're seeing a team that is riding high right now, a team that is playing like a band of brothers that is just gassed out of their minds probably, but it's working. They're playing together. They're coming out with clutch hits. They're beating out balls. This team is playing winning baseball, and that's what we're rooting for. I got a decision to make. Do I get a bus tomorrow and come up and go for a watch party? Or do I say, hey, I'm gonna wait till Thursday potentially, if see what happens tomorrow, and then definitely go Thursday. I feel like I gotta be in the city tomorrow because the FOMO will be off the charts here in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, if I'm not there. This Mets team is one of the most fun teams of our lives. They continue to defy logic. And they went to Milwaukee and laid the hammer down. After going down early, they fought back twice in this game. A 3-run inning, a 5-run inning, and the bullpen. I mean, Jose Butto has been a godsend. And here's why. It's not just because how good he's been. His ability to go multiple innings and save other arms. The Mets today did not have to use Phil Maton again for a 4th straight day. They didn't have to use Edwin Diaz again for a 3rd straight day. And the bullpen is already locked and loaded and ready to go for tomorrow. And that's what you wanted. Diaz available tomorrow. Maton available tomorrow. Stanek is probably available again tomorrow. The only guy maybe not available is Jose Butto. But the rest of your bullpen is in, and you have your ace on the hill, Sean Manaea. And Sean Manaea, wants redemption. Sean Manaea's last start was not one of his best, and he's going to free agency, and these are the starts that will get him those extra millions come free agency, and the Mets should be the ones paying him, especially if he hammers it down here in the playoffs. Sean Manaea's got a statement to make. He had a great regular season. He was remarkable, but now the big boy pants are on, and Sean Manaea has a chance to get a monster deal, something like 4 years, $100 million. All 3 road teams won so far today. Yeah, I mean, Road Warriors today in Major League Baseball. Tigers are just such a fun story. I'm rooting for them to go on a deep run. They win 3-1. Royals won 1-0, and the Mets with the biggest margin of the victory. The most runs of the day, 8 runs. And listen, Severino struggled a little bit, but the Mets got innings out of him, and the offense had his back. And that's what's been great about this baseball team. Everyone has each other's back. This team fights back. They play together. They love each other. And that's why we love them. Love is love. Show love, get love. And it's a joy to watch. Smash that thumbs up right now. If you're watching YouTube, smash that like below, comment below. I'm reading your comments. We'll go another 10 minutes or so, but yeah, I'm just fired up about this team because I think a lot of people thought, hey, get in and then see what happens. But why not? Why can't these Mets go on a run? Now that they got the early lead here, you lose tomorrow, fine. It comes down to game 3, but they look good today. And that's a convincing win by the Mets. This wasn't a 1-run game. It was a 2-run game. A 4-run victory. Mania tomorrow, potentially Quintana if it goes Thursday, and then Saturday they're set up. They should be set up to have. I hate to look ahead, but if it does happen in Philly Saturday, you would imagine would it be Peterson Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Mania or Severino, Tuesday, same thing, Mania or your rotation will line up how you want it now. And that's what you needed. You needed the bullpen to get some rest. They got that tonight. They got Budo to get the job done. They didn't have to use the other guys. And that's what you want. So why can't the Mets go all the way? Now it's one win. Again, won't get ahead of myself. But man, I love Jose Iglesias. And I think it's not overstated that this team has to bring him back. If he's not the starter next year, fine. But you have to pay him a decent contract and bring him back. He is a glue guy. He is an essential piece to this team, and he was right in the middle of it again. It seems like every game, Jose Iglesias is right in the middle of it and makes a big play. Because every time he makes a play, and it's honestly out of control how often he's doing it. It's really just gotten out of control. Afi in the chat. Jose is a must return at this point. Jose Iglesias, Sean Manaea. Those are the top two on my list. JD and Winker, they were huge today. They're probably not back in the future. And I don't want to talk too much about the offseason because we're very much in season right now. But whatever they do is incredible. But I'd be shocked that, JD clearly age caught up with him, in the second half of the season. He wasn't the same player. Jesse Winker, if you get him on a 1-year deal, I think he'll end up going to a mid-market team and being a starter. He probably wouldn't be a starter here. But these are the guys. This is why you got these guys. Look at the guys the Mets got. They got Jesse Winker, monster 2-run triple. They signed JD Martinez day before the season, monster 2-run hit. They trade for Ryan Stanek, dominant 9th inning. Jose Iglesias, they call up. You know that story. He's been the MVP of the team after Lindor. These guys, David Stearns has been a masterclass. An absolute master. This team is already ahead of schedule, but David Stearns, every move he touches is the Midas touch, and every move Carlos Mendoza touches is the Midas touch. Because a lot of people probably said, "Why is Jesse Winker in the starting lineup, man? Come on, play Acuna and short D." At this point, whatever he does, I'm good with, because for the most part, Carlos Mendoza has had the Midas touch. And what a choice at manager. We had so many question marks about Carlos Mendoza. This team plays hard for him, and he's smart. He doesn't make many in-game moves that make me that mad. Terry Collins, there's moves I remember that still make me mad. Luis Rojas, a joke. Mickey Callaway, the biggest joke of all. But Mendoza's the real deal. And I'm giving this guy manager of the year. Carlos Mendoza is legit. Double jokes. Yeah, they were all jokes. Luis Rojas is a bum. He wasn't ready to be a manager. Mickey Callaway's a laughing stock. Terry Collins was great for his speeches, but let's be real about Terry Collins. Wasn't a good in-game manager. Mendoza, great in-game manager. And it's going to be very intriguing to see him if they could go on a run here and seeing what this rookie manager could do. Because I'm giving him the manager of the year over Murphy. I'm sorry. The Brewers have been good the last 5 years. They've been fine. They find ways. The Mets were not supposed to be an 89-win team. And they were. First time a Mets manager to make the postseason his first season. Yeah, I mean, what he's done in his first season ever managing is off the charts. It's been truly glorious to be a part of. One win away. Just one win. Where's the party at tomorrow? Is everyone going to play right for the 7-line party? Let me know. I've already started looking up bus tickets. I have to be there. And I know it's only the wild card. You might be like, it's only the first round, but man, any kind of clincher to move the next round is fun. And if they do move to the next round, it's here in Philly where I am. I'm 25 minutes from Philly. And Saturday and Sunday, I got to be there. I mean, ticket prices are nuts, and it's gonna be dangerous in my Mets gear there. I was there a few weeks ago. A man grabbed my nipple after they lost. That was the most action I've gotten all year. Was a man grabbing my nipple in Xfinity Live. And I was like, "Bro, what are you doing? Get your hands off me." Play right in Times Square. Listen, I hate going to Times Square, but I guess I'm a tourist now, not living in New York. That I guess it makes sense that I return and go to Times Square. But if that's where the party is, I know I think the Mets are trying to make it work at Citi Field for tomorrow, but didn't get it done in time. Thursday is approved, but now Thursday might not happen. I still think Milwaukee wins tomorrow, and this goes to a game 3. But I'd love to seal it tomorrow and get these guys a few days off. But here's the other side of it. This team's just you want them to keep playing. It feels like a couple days off, and you saw how lackadaisical they were Friday and Saturday after the hurricane delay. Couple days off. You almost want them to keep on playing. You almost want Friday, yes, get off, travel, get your body right, but you want this team to keep on going and keep playing because they are playing a brand of baseball now since Sunday that's been really good. Game of the year yesterday, Sunday a good win, today a great win. And the New York Mets are one win away from the National League Division Series. And we remember the Division Series pass. It's been a while, but it's been since 2015. 9 years. And you remember what happened? Beating down the Dodgers, Chase Utley. You remember it. But it's been a while since the Mets have been past the wild card. Remember 2016, one game, boom, done. And then 2 years ago, I was there. I was ready to be in the clubhouse. I had a credential. I was ready to be in the clubhouse popping champagne bottles. I didn't have goggles. I was going to burn my eyes for the New York Mets. And Chris Bassett just sucked. But it's redemption time. And this is the team you wanted. You wanted the Brewers. I was not going to be confident going into the Padres series. I would have picked the Mets at a homerism, but I would not actually think they'd get past the Padres. I think the Padres will beat the Braves pretty easily, as the Braves here without Chris Sale are screwed. But I think the Mets would have had a hard time. Milwaukee's the team you wanted. They got him. Sean Manaea tomorrow night. Now it's not sure who the Brewers are tossing yet. It could be Savali. Whoever they're tossing, Manaea is better than. Manaea is better than whoever they're going to toss tomorrow night. And I think the Mets are going to take care of business. Scherzer serving meatballs. Savali through today. Did Savali? Did I completely miss that Savali? He did. Wow. Okay. So that's my bad. He went 3 innings. Also, my YouTube. This is why I miss cable. My YouTube TV and MLB kept crapping out. I switched to the laptop, so it kept messing up for me, and it was a pain in the ass. So we'll see who goes for them tomorrow. But this is who you wanted because this is a rotation that's not that good. This is a rotation that you can beat in the playoffs, and you're seeing it, and you will see it. And I'm confident this Mets team, whoever they're going to throw out there in Milwaukee, they can beat. Would have been different with the Padres facing their elite bullpen and guys like Michael King, Yu Darvish. I would not be comfortable facing that Padres rotation and bullpen, but I feel good now. You beat Freddie Peralta thanks to a horrid move by Murphy taking him out and putting the bullpen in. Savali had a huge butt. You can't miss it. I thought I was the torculator. I guess Savali is the torculator. Yeah, YouTube TV was sucking. I had to reset it, MLB TV. Then it was standard definition. I'm like, we're in 2024. Standard definition is still a thing? And then when I went to HD, it wouldn't work. And then they tweet me like, reset your TV, and that worked. But like, I can't. I hate delays. I hate streaming issues. That's why I loved cable because I was on top of it. And with Twitter, like I get notification before the thing comes on. But that's beside the point. Mets win tomorrow night. I guess we'll do play right. Let me tweet me if you hear it. I hope last minute they say there's something at Citi Field. I want to watch it there. Myers. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking they might go Myers tomorrow. I know that's not official yet, but that's what I thought. He's been one of the better pitchers this year, but man, I can't believe Murphy pulled Peralta. That was a manager that doesn't have the cojones that Carlos Mendoza has. He was at 68 pitches. That was an over manage. Very much an over manage. I just didn't get it. Peralta gave up 2 hits, and his reasoning for it was weird. Like you saw a masterclass from Mendoza, and you saw a scared, trying to manage different because it was a playoff game. Mendoza was goose zen. Where Murphy was managing on his heels. I don't care how good their bullpen is. You got 3 games in a row, and your pitcher's 68 pitches. You're winning the baseball game, and you pull him? What a absolutely horrid decision. And what was extra strange about it was he didn't even let Peralta start the inning. He went right to the bullpen to start the inning. I did not understand that one bit. But we're 1 win away. Smash that thumbs up, comment below, share this at Jake Brown Radio. Subscribe to my YouTube if you aren't already. And we'll do some more of these. And I think I'm going to have to make the trip tomorrow. Train prices are a little much. I might take the bus. Like a hoodlum. Like a peasant. Hop on a Peter Pan bus. Peter Pan bus for $15. But the city's buzzing. Right into the Knicks season. The Knicks get cat. NHL Rangers around the corner. Here come the Mets. Yankees will be home this weekend. Mets likely in Philly if they can move on. But we still got to win one more game. And my gut tells me this goes to a game 3. But I hope Sean Manaea shoves tomorrow. Give me 7 shutout innings from Sean Manaea. Give it to me. I love Sean Manaea. Iglesias, Manaea, top 2, and they're not 2. And the Mets need to bring back in the offseason. Alonso gone, JD gone, Winker gone. Viento's back. I'm fine if you bring Torrens back as a backup catcher. I think Winker is going to go to a mid-market team and play every day. I think JD will go elsewhere. But Iglesias, Manaea have to be back. Severino, I think, will be gone. I don't think they're going to pay Manaea and Severino. But, man, you got to bring back Iglesias and you got to bring back Manaea. But Manaea will earn himself that contract if he goes out tomorrow and shoves and sends the Mets to the next round. Like I said yesterday, house money. This team's playing with house money right now. Everyone said, oh, they're happy with making the playoffs. Whatever happens next, it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. Watch out. Those are the stories in baseball that we see go on deep runs. You saw with the Arizona Diamondbacks last year. The teams that squeak in, the teams that are playing their best baseball down the stretch, the teams that are running on fumes and playing like a band of brothers are the ones to go in a run. So why not the Mets? And those hype videos today, I got chills, goosebumps, tears. They fired me up. And I want October baseball at Citi Field so bad. And I'll find my way into Philly this weekend. Maybe I'll find a way to sneak it. I don't know. I will be there at least for one of the games, maybe both. But it takes a win in Milwaukee. So get the job done. So it'll be Manaea and then likely Quintana Thursday. Let's see what happens. Hopefully be back in the city tomorrow. We'll have a Mets Magic podcast once the series is over. If I'm in New York, maybe I'll go live on YouTube from Playwright if they end up winning tomorrow. So stay tuned. Smash that thumbs up. Share this with your friends. Thanks for watching, and thanks for coming in on the live. Let's finish the thing tomorrow, baby. Why not us? Let's go Mets. 1 win away from the National League Division Series. We'll see you tomorrow night in Milwaukee.